I made a video years ago called Trust Yourself. And if I think about it, I will put a card above so you can watch it if you're curious, because I've been on this YouTube journey since January of 2019. So you can kind of see the evolution of the Rebecca Pebble channel. But this one's going to be a little different. But it is going to be titled Trust Yourself, I do believe, unless something strikes while I'm speaking about the topic. So as a YouTuber, as soon as I started in 2019 and ever since then, I've had an onslaught of people with good intentions, mind you, constantly telling me in order to grow my channel, I need to niche down or find a specific topic, stick to it, and every video should be about that topic. And I seriously considered it, and for a time, I kind of veered my channel towards Myers-Briggs and personality typology, which I still sprinkle in now and then, but I was trying to make every single video about that. And there was something within me, I have some strong intuition that I'm finally trusting, goodness, it took me long enough, that kept saying, no, I want to do other things. I'm a multi-dimensional being. I'm not just about psychology. I'm not a robot. I'm a human, and humans are multifaceted by nature. And so I couldn't stick to that script of just one note. It's like having a piano, having all the keys, and you're just tapping one note constantly. And for some people, it's a beautiful thing. It works. They have way more subscribers than me, so what am I talking about, right? But what is so funny to me, oh, and before I get to my point, I have also been a very low, what do I want to call it? There's a name for it. It's like low, I don't know, it's like a low intensity YouTuber basically, where I don't really edit my videos. I don't sit there and take the time to do cuts and crazy stunt effects, not stunts, effects. I just film and I upload and I call it a day. And I used to not even watch them. Now I try to watch them because I realize I'm noticing things I want to fix. And I also am not big on having flashy thumbnails. Sometimes if I feel creative, I'll make a really cutesy little thumbnail, but it's never been my thing to have all these crazy graphics on every single thumbnail. Well, what's funny is people have always said, oh, Rebecca, you need to have the flashy thumbnails and you need to do the edits, right? But I really resisted that because it just didn't feel like me. And my channel, I say, is old soul, right? I love all the things from the 1900s and even before that, honestly. That's where my heart is. It's like pre-technology days. Or at least when technology was just being born and it was a beautiful, simplistic tool that was fun and interesting and creative and not the monster that it's sort of become in a lot of ways. But that's a whole different topic. So for me to do flashy edits and have flashy thumbnails and all of it doesn't really align with who I am and what my channel represents. So it's really interesting to me lately when I go to these YouTube channels or I read titles of videos that YouTube will recommend to me, they are telling people to do what I've been doing from the jump. They're like, just get on. You can be in your car, you can be in your house, wherever, hit record, upload the video. Don't worry about edits. Don't need flashy thumbnails. You don't need a niche. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. And I'm thinking, I've been doing that. And it just felt like, it felt like confirmation for me that yes, I need to listen to myself. I know what I'm doing. Why do I keep letting outside voices influence me when my gut, my soul, my spirit, it's all telling me the right thing to do? And while my channel is still very small, I also have a feeling this is just its season that it's in. It's getting me on a good foundation so that when it does take off, I'll be in a good place mentally, emotionally, the channel itself, all of it. Because I was watching someone talk about this. It's really interesting. Bamboo takes years, I think like 5 years or something. If you're a bamboo expert, let me know. And you don't see evidence. You have the seed in the ground, but you don't see evidence that it's growing. It's because it's deepening its roots. And then when it does sprout up, it sprouts up hundreds of feet. You know, bamboo is crazy tall. But it needs the deep roots to be able to sustain itself through the storms and the wind and everything it's going to have to endure. And so I feel like for me, for you, if you are somebody that's working towards a goal, it doesn't have to be YouTube or content creation by any means. It can be anything. If it's taking longer than you would like, it's because you're deepening your roots. You got to trust yourself. Even if the things you're doing don't make sense to anyone around you and they think, oh my gosh, why aren't you doing it like everybody else is doing it? But there's something in you that's going, well, I'm going to do it my way. Like Frank Sinatra sings, right? Do it your way. Because at the end of the day, those are the change makers, the magic makers, the movers and the shakers. They're not the ones that just follow the path and beat the drum and fell in line with everyone else. They're the ones that's beating their own drum and coming up with their own rhythm. You know, so do you trust yourself, please, 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 because that's what the world needs. I can see it. We've got a lot of lemmings and they're all falling off a cliff. I always use this reference and I think it's rather dated probably, so some people may be like, what's a lemming? It's a video game or a PC game, I think, from the 90s, I want to say, where they had these little creatures. They're so cute. You should Google it, lemmings. And they would just follow each other off a cliff. I don't remember what the purpose of the game was. If you remember, tell me. I don't think it was to fall off the cliff. I think it was to avoid getting the lemmings to fall off the cliff. I don't know how you did that, but anyway. So that is my message for you beautiful souls today. Trust yourself. Trust the process. I know it's not easy, trust me. I wish, as I get older, I'm thinking, man, it would have been nice to have made it or to be successful in, you know, the world's eyes of success, right? Years ago. But I also am seeing my growth personally and how I'm able to improve things. And I'm thinking, okay, good. It's probably best that, you know, my channel hasn't blown up, for example, because there's a lot of things I'm thinking, okay, I gotta work on these few things. So, and I just saw a red cardinal outside. That feels like a good sign. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful day. I send you so much love. Trust yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.